Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We have game number 1 in the second semifinal of the first Age of Empires Hidden Cup. In the blue, we have Hidden Cup number 3. We will call him Blue. He's playing as the Mayans. And then in the red, we have Berbers, which Dave and I did not expect. Hidden Cup number 2. This is a player who was really good yesterday. This is the guy who we thought was MBL, Dave. So
Yeah, him and I think he was playing against 10. They were both like, that was by far the best set of the day yesterday.
Yeah, so if you're going to go back and watch one set, make sure you go back and watch that because that was ridiculous. And Dave and I made the bold claim that this was MBL and MBL beat Viper. And I rewatched it yesterday, Dave, and I started scratching my head like, why did I say that? Because I can't know for sure. It's so tough. It is so tough to know. Oh, I guess we will know in a few hours, right?
Yep, and Hidden Cup 3 set wasn't that bad either. You remember on he tried to go Malay on Baltic, I think.
Yeah.
And then he went Indians on Bedouins. That's why I think he was Tatoh. And he won as Indians on Bedouins. So
Yep. So I think if we do another Hidden Cup and it's been successful so far, we might give them actual names. Like I don't know, maybe we'll go with different flavors. So there'd be like chocolate, vanilla, sherbet, whatever. Just something that'd be a little bit more memorable than just a number.
Larry, Barry, Gary, Mary.
I don't know exactly what the names would be, but I think that it is slightly difficult to remember everything, and so I might be getting confused with games. But we also, another idea was that we would reveal the players that lose, but then it becomes very easy to guess who players are early on. So I'm not on board with that. But we'll cross that road when we come to it later on. There's been no laming here at the start, so perhaps there is no MBL here, but he was coming forward to attempt it, at least for a moment, and now he's going back to his base, Dave.
Yeah, the one thing that makes me doubt MBL, I can't see him picking Berbers on Arabia.
Yeah, I think he'd go Mezzo. I think he'd go with an Eagle. I don't know, man. I'm excited to find out. I think that the finals will be sick, but finding out who the players are after the finals will be just as sick. And I am going to bring in... what was that? What was that? Sorry?
It's the only reason I'm here.
Oh, it's the only reason you're here. Yeah, Dave.
Yeah,
I told Dave he had to cast the games if you wanted to be here for the final part. So I am going to have... So I've asked 2 pro players to stop by, players that have played in the event, to stop by at the end to give their thoughts on everything and to even guess along with us. Also, the way the winner will be revealed is he will just come into Discord with us. So I'm going to have everything minimized. I won't see the name. We'll have to wait to hear the voice. And then we will slowly reveal all the players when they're in here with us. So it'll be a lot of fun. Mayans versus Berbers, though, Dave. We should probably talk about how this plays out. What are your thoughts on what Mayans should do versus Berbers?
I mean, do you go archers into eventually plumed archers?
Well,
might be the play,
yeah,
right?
I mean, man-at-arms
it all
probably.
depends on maps, too. It all depends on the maps. Like, nothing is really forward for either player. Like, they both have pretty safe bases, so I don't know if you can justify, like, a man-at-arms kind of push.
It's either Drush into archers or man-at-arms into archers for Mayans, I think. You have to go into archers. I think that the general key is you have to stop Berbers from getting to their knight spam and using that mobility. Mayans are a slower civilization, and Berbers, they excel with their speedy units, right? It's just hard to get to them, which is why Mezzocivs normally are really successful, because they can snowball quickly on you with forwards and towers and all of that. So
Red's going man-at-arms.
Yeah, seems like it.
I think.
Blue is going to do the same. Seems like it as well. So man-at-arms opening for red makes sense to cancel out the opening of man-at-arms from blue, if that is indeed the choice.
I don't know what they're going to hit here, though. Like the
berries, maybe.
Easy. Yeah, there's not much exposed res for either player other than the berries for blue.
Red's base is really compact, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really compact. The berries can easily be walled in, very close to the TC. Blue has a back gold. I think the extra resources will be tough for players. Like red, for example, has the second and third gold on the left. That's awkward. And then blue has his second and third gold forward. So that's probably going to be the main focus of this game.
Yeah, blue already walling on the left side, so he's basically secured his entire base now. If he walls between the mill and the lumber camp, or even the wood to his TC, he should be fine against anything coming forward.
And wow, the way this wood is structured on the left, Dave. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 palisades, and half of his base is walled. It's beautiful.
If he needs food too, just drop a mill there, take all his deer. It's beautiful.
Yeah. And the stone as Mayans, that's wonderful. He had bugged berries last time, so it's almost good he had bugged berries, because now he has a wonderful map.
And he's watching the 4 soon-to-be man-at-arms from red coming across the map. He did see that.
Yeah, he saw that, and then he added a 4th militia of his own. That's a smart decision, and he's going to play this defensive instead of going offensive. So good for red, but he needs to take advantage of this time, and he has lots of hills on the front. I don't know if he can wall up, but he's milled the berries. I like that. I mean, not the berries, the deer. I like that decision. There's the range from blue, so a few archers will be on the way, but for now it's just about the man-at-arms and the scouts. And red is tempted to kill this villager. He's trying to block it off, and he's going to get it.
Taking a lot of hits, though. Taking a lot of hits on his man-at-arms.
He lost the man-at-arm for that. Was it worth it? His scout is going to be stronger than the eagle in this scenario. But the scout dies, and blue will be down to 2 men-at-arms. And that's pretty good for blue. I'd say that's better for blue because he can pressure red right back.
He could have avoided losing that villager very easily. He knew that was coming in.
He probably didn't expect his opponent would go for the Vill, though, because when red went for the Vill, he then lost his army because he took those hits. So possibly just expected it'd be a straight-up fight with units. Blue doesn't have the best scouting, and the army he does have right now will not be able to hurt red all that much. But red's range is a bit late. I noticed he added farms early. Of course, he added the mill. Robo says T90, you still have team colors on. Oh.
Well, too late.
Too late. Oh, shoot. I switched the colors. We'll fix it next game, Robo. Thank you for being helpful, though.
So
I guess
blue is going to mill the deer as well. Nice. It's going to be nice for him.
Yeah. Well, Mayans are certainly stronger here because they're going into their ideal unit comp, which is the archers. Whereas Berbers, how do they get to knights? They have to wait a while.
Yeah, and look at blue's base now. Almost
Perfect.
100% walled. Beautiful.
So Viper confirmed with a base like this, right?
With the map hacks, but his berries were bugged.
This is true. This is true. But it's a special kind of hacks because it was bugged so he could read. And he's accounted for that.
Good Vill micro, really good Vill micro from red to save 2 of them.
Yeah.
And to still kill a man-at-arm, and that eagle scout is really weak. He could trap these units in here and not lose a single villager on his woodland.
That's really well done, man. And that's also a benefit of Berbers we didn't think of. The faster villagers. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't like how passive the walls are from red. He could have easily walled a bit further out on the left. He could easily be walling on the front. It's weird how he's not. But he is chasing blue back. I do feel like this is good for blue, though, because he knows exactly what red's going for. He knows exactly where red's army is.
Oh,
and he has more numbers.
That wolf is going to snipe that archer.
Let's go!
Oh, no, wait. He's after the man-at-arm.
He could get both, actually. There's 2 wolves!
Oh, there's another wolf!
We're going to get a double T90 woo. Dave is the one who started all this.
We might get a triple. There's another one down there.
I'm going to let you take it away when it happens, man. Unless...
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
No. The dream is dead.
The dream is dead. Oh! Oh, wait! The archer's dead, then now the wolves will be able to close in. Yeah, I wonder if blue will go after the wolves at all, or maybe he'll go after the archers here, yeah. Will he make it?
So the wolves are going to kill the man. No.
Aw, come on. I'm no longer rooting for this blue player. How dare you, man. How dare you. Have a heart. Let your guy die for us, jeez. So I don't think you go on stone here yet, if you're mines. I think you got to stick with crossbows. Plumed archers will happen later on. What
is that wall from red? He sees the gap. He sees the gap. Why not wall the stone in?
Oh,
Why?
you're right. I wonder if this is a nervous wall.
He must assume there's some sort of army around. Well, I guess Blue's army is right
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
so it's a good thing he did wall there. Wow.
I like how Blue is scouting with the 1 HP man at arm. Knows where Red's army is now.
Distracting that entire army with 1 HP.
Yep. Well done. Really well done, actually. Especially if he gets benefit from that. You know, this one palisade wall from Red is only 21% of the way up. And Red's going forward. Oh, God, this is not good for him. He could be really surprised. It's good only if he can get some way to defend this, but I think he might be forced into a tower if Blue ends up getting through.
Yeah, and he's only got 1 archer range, so the reinforcements aren't going to be enough to deal with this.
Yeah. Mayans so good with their eco. We could see the click up soon from Red, from Blue rather. And Red is forward. He sees the walls now, and
he's forced to come back.
I think he heard the attack noise. It's weird how Blue didn't try and go in. Maybe he felt like he'd be trapped here.
Blue hit the house by accident. I think.
Yeah.
But he's going to get trapped in.
Yeah.
Because the skirmishers are coming back, and that's kind of indecisive from him. I would like to see him just go through that wall and try and kill as many vills as possible.
I know.
But obviously, he doesn't know what we know.
Yeah. He doesn't
He
know
also
that
might.
Gray.
He might try and hide in that little nook back there, and then Red goes past and he like sneaks out again.
I think at this point, Red knows for sure. I think Red knows for sure that his opponent has not left this area. But no nook hiding. And this could be bad for Blue, who does have the advantage. He'll be faster to castle age, but he'll lose his military at this rate. Great micro from Red. He left his archers behind. Great stuff from him to find this. And that's probably a bit of a misplay from Blue.
Oh my god, that's a big misplay.
Yeah, man.
You're gonna lose all that for free.
This is called the Hidden Cup. Don't attack the houses. Hide back there. Come on now.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
We don't have a secret player here, obviously. Sorry, guys.
See, like, this is the problem with casting with you. You don't even get the lot of references. Like,
no,
halfway
I don't get a lot of references.
It's bullshit.
It makes it worse when you point out that I don't know a lot of references, because then people that didn't realize that it was a lot of reference then realize, and then they make fun of me afterwards. I like Red's situation now, man. He can make those cheap knights. He has tons of skirms, and if you go for elite skirm and knights, can beat these archers. Blue could be in trouble.
He should go for Genitors.
Good joke.
He should.
Good joke.
He should go for Genitors. Man, you'll see.
All right, well, Blue mixed in his own elite skirms, so he has elite skirms and crossbows. And that actually makes it much better for Red, because Red's knights will do more damage. I think Red will have just enough time here to get a few knights, but it's up to Blue now to harass. And
Blue
probably
would have been
boom.
in such a good position if he hadn't thrown away that army.
Yeah. Sure, it was unfortunate that he attacked his opponent's house there and gave him the signal, but he should have known that, right?
He's going to do the same thing again. He's going to trap himself in on a side. Red's going to loop around from the top side once he sees this.
Okay.
He's going to toss another army away.
Well, he could just run into the corner then, and he'll have reinforcements coming out of 3 ranges. But it's weird he's making a lot of skirms. He must not expect his opponent to make knights, because if he expected his opponent to be going into knights this heavily, he wouldn't be making skirms, he'd be making crossbows. Well, here we go.
I think Red should keep the knights at the back and loop around the top side with the skirmishers.
You think skirms should go into the base or around?
No, around.
Around, yeah.
But it doesn't matter now because Blue is going way too deep here, man.
Well, just make the most of it at this point. Make the most of it. Kill as many vills as possible. Oh, we got the gates! We got the gates and the house walls. That's going to be enough, man. Well played from Red. Well freaking played. He's going to kill all this army. Look at this. He's making sure this army will not be able to escape. I love it. I love it.
That's crazy, dude. That was a misplay by Blue, but you know, he can still come back from it because its base is so secure.
Yeah.
So you can kind of afford to toss away army like that, but still.
Yep. It's tough now though because 2 TCs are ready for Red. He needs
Is Blue
one
gonna have
more
a castle
stone.
soon? Yeah, he'll have a castle soon.
Yeah, Red needs to branch out a little bit, take advantage of this situation. And blue has gone to that stone, and he'll go for plumes. But Dave, he's on 1 TC, and I think that's the problem. He will fall behind in Vils with this.
Well, he's making a second one at the back.
Yeah, okay.
And a third one now, too. Wow, so he's going to
Ooh.
delay his castle even more. Just stick with skirms and crossbows.
You saw Red's second TC, and maybe he felt like he'd be pretty far behind in eco if he didn't add something now. Stop it, chat. My chat's spamming T90 farms. These are good farms. Okay, those are actually also awful farms. He needs a mill. He needs a mill there. Goodness, Red. You have like 4 farms here, which aren't even been taken from.
What happened there?
That's worse than me. Let's be honest. That's worse than me.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. But he is going for a third TC, and he's on the front with his knights, and he's going forward with the Siege Workshop. And blue is in big trouble here, Dave. That's a lot of knights with +2. I don't know if blue has enough crossbows here.
I don't know. That's a lot of army from blue, though.
Let's see. Takes about 3 shots from the crossbows to kill the knights. There's only 3 knights remaining. And what red needs to do is use his skirms versus the crossbows. I love the micro there from both players.
And forward Siege Workshop from red, and nothing coming out. Okay, Mangonel coming out for blue now. He built that Siege Workshop at the back really early.
Yeah.
And just now making the first Mangonel.
I think this goes back to him expecting his opponent to go crossbows, because he went elite skirm, and he went for Siege Workshop.
Hmm. And now red tossing away a lot of skirmishers, and blue has enough stone for a castle now. Does he? Ah, there we go. He's gonna force it down.
Yeah. Good castle. Because
Needs
remember,
more
these golds
villagers,
are here,
though.
man.
Bring some more vills out.
There's one more villager coming. He's also creating vills out of that TC. Red sees the castle's going up. And nice micro from blue to trade versus skirms. It's 2 for 0 there. But here come the knights.
Wall in those vills right now. Oh, jeez.
Oh, God. Oh, God. People did say this could be Daut. Red's micro's really good. He can fight underneath this TC. There's not a lot of vills in it, Dave. And the Mangonel from red! Oh my goodness!
The skirms are going to take it, though. Oh no, it's at 1 HP, 2 HP!
This castle's going to be denied. This could be the game. This could be the game. What a play from red. 75 population, only 56 for blue.
It's over.
It's over. It is over. Blue with a couple weird decisions. First of all, to go elite skirm. This was after the fact. He threw away his archers in the north. And Berbers proving to be the good pick, I guess. It was also the gameplay.
He's building the castle with 1 vill in the very corner. It's going up.
Dude, I mean, the Mangonel's repaired now. There's going to be a battering ram coming. More knights.
It's going up, man. Look at it.
The castle's at 60%. Let's go.
Oh, he garrisoned it too. That's a hero vill.
This is exactly what Daut would do, honestly. He would still try, but it is a semi-final of a big tournament.
Look, he's gonna go force it down. Oh my god. Here we go.
It might go up, but when it gets up, it's gonna be on fire, and the ram could finish it off. Let's see.
Oh god.
80%. Red needs to attack the vills. There we go. And red's all up in blue's eco, so I don't think this matters too much. And 95%. Oh my god! Oh!
How did it come to this?
Oh
no!
My god! Oh, he lost like 20 vills.
And he just waited till it went up and then called the GG.
Yeah, man. That's like when there's a couple instances where that happens, where you're on your way to imp and you know you're dead, but you just wait for imp to finish, and then there's one where you know that you're gonna die, but you want to finish the castle at least. That, I have to say, sloppy from blue to give away his archers. Blue obviously didn't expect his opponent to go skirms and knights, which is a bit weird because elite skirm was a complete waste for him. But sick play from red to recognize where he needed to pressure. That Siege Workshop looks brilliant now, but that's after the fact, right? So for him to prioritize those golds that early, really big move from him. Also, the quick walls on his base to ensure that he cleaned up his opponent was good. Though I will say, just look at red's eco, a bit sloppy, so he's obviously focusing a lot on that pressure.
At least they made a mill on those farms, but yeah, I think blue threw it at that when he went in with the crossbows and the skirms. There was no reason to go in like that.
Yeah.
He couldn't even see a wood line when he went in. All he could see was a couple farms and a bunch of walls behind him and in front of him.
Yeah.
It's like, don't do that, man.
Well, 100 kills for whoever Hidden Cup 2 is. and not the best start for Hidden Cup 3. We're going to move right through to game number 2, everybody. We're getting close. We're getting dangerously close to a new viewer record. If we get 900 more viewers here today, we'll break the channel's viewer record. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by to be a part of this. This has been crazy.
It's a pretty hype tournament, dude. I like it.
Yeah.
It's been good.
I mean, I'm biased, obviously, because it's my event, but I think it's been pretty good, and I think people have been enjoying it in the chat. Let's see where this goes. So now I'll show you the map pool. Hidden Cup 3, who was blue in the last game, he gets to choose from any of those maps. That will be his home map here, and he cannot choose Mayans. He lost with Mayans, which is really rare for this tournament. Really rare to lose with Mayans, so he cannot reuse that. If he chooses a water map like Baltic, it wouldn't surprise me. We've seen a lot of that. And it'd probably be an Italian war. However, if he's not a player that's comfortable on that, he has other options there on the screen.
He picked Malay yesterday.
He did. You're right. You're definitely right, man. And there's the prize pool split as well. So getting to the semifinals secures you some cash. Getting to the finals, though, secures you a whole lot more. I think this series is going to be a bit closer, Dave. I really do. But Blue has to be wiser with his army comp. Oh, Robo says Mayans are 8 wins, 4 losses so far. Oh, okay, cool.
That's a lot of games, though.
Yeah.
Mayans are just a standard pick on this tournament.
And Red saved it. That's the wonderful thing. He essentially saved it. We do a vote on who you guys might think the players are. We will reveal all these players here on the bracket after the final, which will be coming up after this semifinal. The final is scheduled to happen in 2.5 hours. So yeah, hopefully that these games will last that long. And there are the 12 players who are participating.
Stop with the copy pasta. You'll get banned.
Yep, let's do this, man. Let's get into the game. Oh, we got a Bedouins pick, man. We got a Bedouins pick.
Look what he's done again. Hidden Cup 3. Indians again.
Wow.
It's Tatoh.
This is a tell that it could be Tatoh. So I'm going to bring this back to what I talked about yesterday. I was playing in a tournament called the USA Cup, and there's a map called Bedouins. Well, it's this map in the tournament, and I was going to play, and I said, hey, Tatoh, should I choose Chinese or should I choose Indians? I also asked Viper. I also asked some other pro players, and most pro players said Chinese is the best. Tatoh said, no. Go Indians. Indians is like a sure win on Bedouins. So he chose Indians here, and the other player chose Chinese, which is really interesting. So they've chose different civilizations. I'm excited for this, Dave. I'm excited for this.
It was a good Bedouins game yesterday.
Yeah.
Red's got a pretty nice TC spot. Unfortunately for him, the wood's a bit awkward to take, so he's gonna have to go out to the edge earlier.
Yeah.
But tons of fish there.
Yep. Is it possible that you could explain the map to these people here? Because a lot of people are probably wondering, why on earth are these guys collecting shorefish?
So Bedouins, you start like Nomad, right? You have enough res to build a TC, but you don't start with one. Shorefish. Oh, they're calling a re.
We have a re.
I'll get back to it.
Yeah, get back to it. We have a restart from Blue, possibly because he didn't like his TC location. And honestly, I like the restart because he doesn't have a ton of shorefish. Okay, let's just go back. We'll save our thoughts. That way we don't sound like a broken record. And that's the only restart that Blue can use in this best-of-5 semifinal.
How much you want to bet Tatoh told Laka to stream? Everyone's saying Tatoh's streaming. It's
I know.
his sister Laka. He probably told her to stream just to screw with people.
Tato's sister is streaming right now. That would be a Tatoh thing to do. Yeah. Definitely sounds like something Tatoh would do. Not Tatoh alert. He is streaming right now. No, guys. I appreciate you, detectives. Sherlock Holmeses of the chat. I appreciate it. It's Tato's sister. It's Tato's sister streaming on a different PC. Also, thank you as well, chat, but I did check for team colors. They're still rolling with red and blue. So I checked that immediately when I got into the game. I know it sounds like I'm a fool sometimes, but I was on top of it, okay? So they stuck with red and blue. So it still has to be Indians and Chinese. So when there's a restart, there's a new map gen, but you stick with the same civilizations. You cannot change that. I don't know if there's many other players that would pick Bedouins as a home map. We had the one guy yesterday do it. Actually, the winner of the last semifinal did it yesterday. So, Hidden Cup 4, the undefeated player. He went with... That was who I thought was fire, and he played Chinese versus Indians, yeah. I'm excited to find out who the players are. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2 in the Hidden Cup. Hidden Cup is a tournament that has 12 pro players. However, we do not know who they are until after the event concludes, and they do not know who they are playing against. In the blue, we have Hidden Cup 3. He has chosen Indians. Indians is a really big pick here, as most players would go with Chinese. And then in the red, we have Hidden Cup 2. And there's his TC. Dave is going to take it away and explain this map. It's really different.
All right, so you start Nomad start. You have villagers spaced around the map, but no TC. You have enough res to drop a TC immediately. What you want to do is drop it on the shorefish, because that's the fastest collection method of food. So you can get your vills pumping out pretty early. Eventually, you'll start going out to the woodline on the edge. But they won't do that for a while. And it's really... Or another re. I was going to say, it's really fortunate that Red saw the TC placement from Blue really early.
I don't think he likes how late his TC was and how far apart his vills were. Yeah. Yep, so both players understanding how important the TC locations are. We've gotten the restarts out of the way, so if they have a bad start in future games, they cannot call a re. Let's go back, and we're really getting some practice in.
Guys, when you have Chinese, because you start with no food, and basically you're forced to do loom, which is like a villager and a half, immediately when you put it up, you want your TC to be up faster than your opponent. And his TC was super slow. That's why I called the re.
Chat, I love you. I love you. I'm getting slightly triggered because I just said 2 minutes ago they're using red and blue, okay? Team colors are off. Team colors are off, okay? Everybody good? Team colors are off. There's no yellows, so no one has chosen yellow. So if Viper is out there, and he was out there, he did not choose yellow.
You sound like a disappointed parent.
I'm like, I just said it, man. I just said it like twice. Stop it. But now I know everyone's trolling, so it's fine. It's already turned off. Thank you. Guys, the viewer record on the stream is 4,697. I remember the exact number, so maybe we'll reach that today. We're not even at the final. I'm just messing with you guys. Thank you. Joan94 donated $5. He said, say what you want. Player 3 is Daut. Okay. So he thinks player 3 is Daut. Demolition Goat and the Bloody 9, thank you for the brand new Prime subs. And Nivida... No. No, Nivida. Is not the case. Dizerit and Predicus, thank you guys for the resubs. Cape Man, thank you for what is essentially 2 years, bro. I'm going to get to everyone else in between the games. As you know, the games are their priority here, and I really appreciate all your support.
I'm not explaining Bedouins again.
Okay, I can do it.
You do it.
Okay, so you introduce the players then, because that's the order, man. Someone has to introduce, and then someone has to explain.
All right. This is game 2, right?
This is game 2. Yes, we have Hidden Cup number 2, okay. Hidden Cup number 3. Hidden Cup number 2 is up by 1 game. It's Indians and Chinese. You can do this.
Welcome everyone to game 2 of our.
Hold on, wait a second.
Between Hidden Cup 2
restart.
and Hidden Cup 3. Welcome everyone to game 2 of our semifinals between Hidden Cup 2 and Hidden Cup 3. This will be played on Bedouins, and the civs are Indians for Hidden Cup 3 and Chinese for Hidden Cup 2. So Tristan, you want to tell us a little bit about the map and what makes it so different?
This just doesn't feel the same. This just doesn't feel the same, but yeah, sure, Dave. I'd love to. So this map, the priority is shorefish. And fun fact of the day, Indian villagers collecting shorefish is the fastest way to bring in food in Age of Empires 2. The second fastest is Mongol Hunt, and then the third fastest is any other villager collecting shorefish. So Indians have a cool little bonus where they collect the fish faster, and they also carry more. Chinese, they start with more villagers, so on a nomad start, it's normally a good civ. And I'm really excited to see how Indians and Chinese face off, because there's going to be a different approach. Now, this is weird because this is normally where I would say stuff, but it's on you. We've ruined the whole order, man. But go ahead.
The thing that I notice right now is, and one of the benefits of having 6 villagers is you can find more sheep. And
Yeah.
having sheep on this map early gives you that extra scouting.
Yep.
And red can figure out where the stones are, where the golds are, where the extra pawns are, and most importantly, where his enemy is sitting. And blue doesn't have any sheep right now.
Good
It
point.
looks like he's sending his villager out to house, or to make houses, to kind of like look for extra sheep.
Yeah.
It's not gonna find.
And blue is the one who chose this as a home map. He's the one who went for the Indians. Could be seen as a gamble for many if they don't find the sheep, if they get a bad TC spot. I like red's TC a lot better, Dave. He has 2 ponds with shorefish right there. He's also slightly closer to the edge of the map where he can collect wood safer. Blue, I mean, he has ponds to the back side, but he's definitely looking for sheep, and he's not going to find any.
Nope. And he can tell that red has a ton too. Look at the score.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, fun fact, 10% of the map scouted equals 100 score. I will say that the last time we saw this blue player choose Indians on Bedouins, he played really well. So there is that. And all of these players should know how to handle these situations, even if they're frustrating.
I think blue might be looking for like stone and gold. He doesn't see any.
Good point. He does have gold to the south.
He doesn't know that.
Dude, this is why calling your re can be risky. Like, you have to make sure that you flat out cannot play in the situation you call your restart, because he has 1 gold and 1 stone. That's it. And this whole corner, it's bad.
Does he go up? Does he go up super early, like earlier than usual, make a few scouts just to explore?
Yes. Yes. I think you go scouts. If the players are a bit closer together, you see scouts and towers. I don't know if we'll see the tower follow up, but I think going up to feudal faster here would be the play.
Look he's got 2 villagers wandering around. This is like a nomad game. He's just he's trying to find something, and he's not going to get over to those sheep.
Oh, he found 1. He found 1, but that's obviously not a lot. Compare red's point of view, guys. Look at that. Red has 50% of this map scouted. He knows where his opponent is. That's probably how he lost the sheep. He probably sent it over to blue. I think blue can still do it. Keep in mind that his vill count is where it should be, and his villagers, I'll bring up the tech tree for you, they work 15% faster and they carry plus 15. So they are going to bring in food faster than Chinese vills can, for sure.
And he sees that stone, so that must be a relief to him to know that there's a stone nearby. He just needs a gold now.
Yeah, and honestly, unless he is going for early towers, stone isn't a huge priority for Indians until Imperial Age for Trebs. So I don't think he'll be too worried about that. Whereas red, if you get to Chukunu in this matchup, it's going to be good for you. And Chinese generally will wall up more and boom more. And look at these walls from red, man. Is this Fat Slob or is this Hidden Cup number 2?
Happy. Oh,
this is happy. This is Huang. He's going to drush. The legend of Huang. I tricked you guys. I gave Huang a spot in the Hidden Cup tournament.
Yeah.
Okay. It's smart, though. It's what you have to do, because Indians will advance faster to the next stage, normally, and blue has already clicked up 18 villagers. Yeah. So I like it from red, and he's far enough away where he should be able to safely pull this off. He's walling in some golds.
That's a lot of space to wall, though. Like, if there's 1 hole and he gets a couple scouts in there, he's going to be up way faster to feel. Well, no, I guess red just clicked. 40 seconds.
Players are a bit closer to each other than I thought as well. Look where blue's barracks is. He just needs 1 unit to block the wall here. It just sucks. Blue doesn't know where red is. You know? If he knew where red was, he might consider sending a vill now to block the wall off. So when he builds scouts, he could get through.
Oh god, he's making walls of his own. Oh jeez.
It's alright. But
the stoppable force against the movable object. Here we go.
The problem is his walls are not protecting anything except the fish. And while the fish are good, he's going to need that gold in the south. That's the only gold he sees. It's really unfortunate. I think red will just time this. Yeah, he's going to get the walls up, Dave. He's going to get the walls up. He'll force him down once he sees blues in feudal. So what do you do here if you're blue? You see the stone. You're going to see the walls. Do you think you drop some towers and start pushing in?
I think so. Like, if he scouts the entire wall system from red here, like, that's just so much exposed space. You have to push it, right?
The problem with walling like red has is it's very hard to wall behind. So, I mean, there's plenty of examples here. If blue were to arrive with scouts on this piece of wall, then red would have to send a villager all that way to wall behind. So the trick is to build a tower, and then they have to build a second layer of wall 10 to 15 tiles back. So let's see what blue responds with. Yeah, he sees the walls. It might take him some time to decide on what to do.
Oh god, he's gonna see this and be like, "Oh, here we go."
I think it really matters how quickly he decides, because if he waits, red will be in feudal age. Well, red's already there. Red could be in castle age then too. So it seems like at the moment he's actually walled out his gold, Dave, and he's not going to tower push. So
he's gonna go to his gold.
Ah,
maybe he feels secure. The fact that he's got his base mostly walled and he's got these scouts to figure out if red's pushing forward.
The sheep from red. What's it gonna see? It's gonna see the gold. Wow, that could be big, man. I wonder if red comes over here now. The walls kind of force him to go over there anyway. Nice stuff, man. Nice stuff. I think with his scouting, and he has so much of it, he'll know blue needs gold, and I need to pressure there, and blue might go into a defensive tower there.
Yeah, and red's coming over with spearmen now. Blue needs to get that wall down. You need to force that down. Put a gate there. You might put one now.
Oh!
There we go!
Nice job from blue. He's getting skill. Yeah, he got skill barding on his scouts. Red just kills the sheep there. But
it found his gold, man. He's not happy.
But anyway, blue gets the gold. I wonder what red's response to this will be. I still think they can make a few scouts and be in the castle age in no time with how fast the food comes in. It's very important that blue got that wall up. If he didn't get that wall up, he couldn't defend because it was 2 spears and 3 scouts versus just 3 scouts. So well done.
So market for red.
Dude, blue's making a lot of scouts. He has 4 scouts, soon to be 5 in that stable, on top of the 3 he already has, and he got scale barding. That's a lot when your opponent's fully walled.
Red's going for a castle drop. Red is going for a castle drop.
Think so? Already on stone? Oh wow, he is on stone.
And he's going up, so he's gonna drop that castle right on that stone probably.
Yeah,
between their bases.
He could build it within his walls as well. That'd be a perfect place. Very safe too.
Yep.
Yeah, see now you see the tower from blue. This is what I was talking about. Now for me this is way too late. And he's getting forging. I mean, he needs to get through the walls and he needs to kill a lot of vills.
That tower does stop a castle from coming down there though if he puts it up.
Yeah, but it's weird. 1 villager, it doesn't seem like he's in a rush.
Oh, that's a lot of scouts. Oh my god.
I know, that's what I'm saying, man. Red's probably happy to see this. The spears aren't happy to see it, of course, because they're dead. But Red's probably happy to see this.
Well, Red's got to be careful he doesn't let these in too early. He's got a lot of exposed eco around his base.
And he'll stone wall. I like the decision to use some stone here. But imagine if...
There's a hole there, is there not?
To the north? No, there's not. Imagine if blue would have built this tower immediately when he hit feudal age. This whole game would have played out a bit differently. I think. I mean, I sound like Mr. Know-It-All over here. I'd probably die to both of them, but just my thought. And it's very easy when we're watching as a spectator, of course. Okay. So, I love Red's position. Where does he build that castle now, Dave? Does he build it next to the stone walls, or does he build it more towards where the scouts are now? Because that's vulnerable.
Does he build it in front of the gold? Probably.
I think right in front of that gate. Whoa! Interesting. So it's like he wants to take his opponent's stone, maybe.
Yeah, I guess.
That's weird. That's
gonna have some ugly pathing.
I know.
Like,
It's fine, though. I mean, he has other golds in here. His base is beautiful. He has 3 other gold piles in here to take from. And he immediately adds town centers. And these scouts from blue have done nothing, guys. They've done nothing except killed 2 spearmen, which red wouldn't have even needed for this game. Oh, man, I thought the scouts were going to get in. We got 2 stone gates from this red player. And it's up to blue now to really make a decision. What do you do against this? Because you can't outboom the guy. He's going to have a big Vil lead against you. You can't really pressure against the walls. It's almost as if red has played this perfectly.
Siege Workshop for red, though. Not sure about that one.
Probably in defense, maybe. I think you should add a TC on the left, where the scouts are. Just protect all the vulnerable areas of your base. I love how blue is forcing red into more stone walls and houses. That's good.
And he keeps splitting them up.
Yep.
Keeps splitting up his scout cav.
If Chinese don't have their castle, they don't do very well in this matchup. So I think that maybe blue could consider going up to imp as fast as possible. And he can't go on his stone now, but maybe go for chemistry, bombard cannons, hand cannons in the Imperial Age. We're a long way off from that, though.
Blue is already behind by 8 villagers, and his res not looking fantastic. He can only drop 1 TC.
Yo, he gets light cav. Light cav and chain barding. It's a weird upgrade when you can't get through the walls, but we've seen... Was it him yesterday who went light cav?
Yeah, he went light cav yesterday.
Yeah, so he used them yesterday, and he GG'd the guy he played against, so... Okay, and does he add town centers behind this? Yes, he adds a second TC, so we'll have a little bit more in the way of eco. Also keep in mind that blue's villagers, 10 of them are fishermen, which are much, much faster than any other food source in the game. So he has that going for him, but red's making Chukunu. Siege Workshop necessary for blue if he expects the Chukunu, so I like that move. And possibly that's why red went for his own Mangonels, so they could have a bit of a Mangonel war. Red is on 3 town centers. Well, I will be on 3 town centers. Has the castle securing him. It's a bit of a gamble to go for Bedouins, I think, Dave, because it has not worked out for blue so far.
He's dropping his 3rd TC now.
On the gold,
So
I like
red.
it.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, if he buys himself enough time, he could get back into this. It's just he can't really push red at all right now.
Also, blue has wheelbarrow, and I don't think red does. So there is a difference there. These Indian villagers can oftentimes be deceivingly fast. You don't think they're much faster, because once, you know, farms come out and everything, it's less of a focus. But trust me, they're still bringing in that fish.
Also have to consider the next available gold for blue, way far away.
To the south, yeah. Oh, he hasn't even scouted that.
Yeah, he sees the one to the left.
Yeah. Good point. So, Bodkin Arrow, Pikeman now. I like the unit comp from red. He's going for Chukunus, and he's made a few spears, and he'll go Pikeman because he knows the light cap could be a threat. Well done.
It's a big investment, though. Blue might catch up in villas here.
Yeah, good point. He's investing into Pikeman, but is that what he wants long term? Or does he want to slow down his imp time?
Can he really push here? Like, you think about the investment for blue to defend against this, it's a couple mangonels.
Yeah.
The investment for red to push with this is a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot more.
Well, blue needs more mangonels. He just has 1, and he's out here on the stone, which is vulnerable. That villager will die to the Chukunu, so she's vulnerable. And, ooh, we have a forward monastery from red, so he's going to push this with more pikes, more Chukunu, more siege, even has a battering ram. So he wants to end this in Castle Age.
He's putting a lot of effort into this.
Yes.
Push.
But he does know that blue doesn't have access to a lot of these resources.
And here comes the mangonels from blue. A couple good shots can change this entire game here.
Red wanted to take that out, and wow, look, he backed up with the Chukunu, went in with the Mangonel, killed a villager. This is really interesting now. These Chukunu, Dave.
2 mangonels near these Chukunu. 2 mangonels near these Chukunu, and the light cap.
Split from red. That split was really good. He kills the Mangonel. He doesn't even lose a Chukunu there, or maybe he lost 1. Epic split against 2 mangoes. That is not easy to do. Wow, what a play.
They'll count in blue's favor now.
Yeah.
But red putting a lot of pressure down.
Yep. It's all about the mangonel trades. I think red needs to go for another castle at some stage on the front here to solidify his position.
Red might be thinking about going up soon.
Yeah. Go up, second castle on the front, go for Trebs, GG it, but he only has 400 food right now, and these Lycav are looking to sneak in here to pick off the Mangonels and the Monks. That'll be pretty important.
He's done a really nice job saving those. And he's dropping a castle right there. Okay, he's dropping a castle on that side, but the outpost from red, I'm pretty sure he can see that. He can see that. And here comes his army. Uh-oh.
He immediately reacts to this. The Lycav need to buy blue a little bit more time. Blue has a Mangonel on the other side of the berries to the north. Blue. He needs to get his castle up. 1-for-1 with the Mangonels.
No, not again. Not 2 games in a row, man.
And that attack ground from red. There's no way that this castle's going up. Look at red's micro. It is insane. And again, that attack ground. Who is this man? Who is Hidden Cup 2? Who is Hidden Cup 2? Some insane trades from him, bro. Some insane trades from him. Crazy. That's got to be the game now. Red can build his own castle forward. He can click up to imp faster. What a play. What a play. Okay,
God.
so this is
like deja vu.
I know. We've been here before. We have been here. Oh! Oh! That Mangonel shot. My word. The GG's called. Okay, blue won't even try and get the castle up this time. We have 2 games in a row in the second semifinal of Hidden Cup.
Where it ends.
Castle
the
fails.
Castle not going down.
And there's one player who's known for that, and his name is Daut. Is that enough to tell us who it is? I think that could be anyone easily. I'm impressed with red, though. Like, we're looking at blue and we're saying, haha, this guy really slipped up. But that's not necessarily what happened.
Red went all in on that push.
Both games. Both games. Forward Siege Workshop. Amazing Mangonel micro. Do you remember in game 1 where that Mangonel was on 2 HP?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of luck, but better micro from him. And here, he had a few attack grounds. And I'm still thinking, because our prediction was MBL, with those attack grounds, could be MBL, because I think he's one of the best players with Mangonel micro in the game. Also could be literally anyone else. But
I mean, whatever you have to say, Hidden Cup 2 is probably the best player I've seen in this tournament.
I agree.
So far. He's played really, really well.
And he's now up 2 games. Hidden Cup 3 chose that map, and now the leading player gets to choose what he wants to play on next. There's the KD. Here's a quick look at the economy stats. I need to ask the players to hold on because we're going to do a poll on who the viewers on the stream who think these players are. Dominant display, man.
They've got a 2.5-minute spec delay. We'll be
okay,
fine.
Cool. All right, sweet. Well, they can just start then as well. All right, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to a poll now. And I'm going to allow everyone here watching the stream to vote on who you think the players are. Obviously, it's very difficult to know for sure, but we have Hidden Cup 2 and we have Hidden Cup 3 playing these games, and, well, there's been a few Daut castles, so... so we're going to start with Hidden Cup 3, the player who had the castle mishap there, the player who's lost 2 games. Let me get the system up and running. Boom. Okay, this should be it. You can get your votes in the chat just by typing a number associated with each player. So there's option 1 through 12 there. This might be a landslide. This might be a landslide vote. Some people still sticking with Tatoh, though. I like that. Because remember, before the game, we were thinking it was Tatoh. At the end of the game, everyone's thinking Daut. Okay. Okay. Well, still 20 seconds for anyone else who wants to get involved and vote in the Twitch chat. Thank you, everybody, for the brand new subs today. So many new subs. Zim69, MMS, thank you very much, guys. MLZK with 16 months, he said Jose out. Oh boy, don't want to talk about that right now.
Joke's on us, man. It's going to come down to the final, and all of a sudden we're going to be talking about, or with Miguel in TeamSpeak.
I know.
And like, everyone's going to be like, what? Okay? What?
I know, it's impossible to know. It'll be funny. It'll be funny. The reveal will be More exciting than the games even. All right, guys. So for Hidden Cup number 2, you can vote now. So please type a number on who you think the winning player is. People are still typing numbers, I believe, from the last poll. So it might mix it up a little bit, but lots of MBL votes coming in. Lots of MBL votes coming in. We have TheViper because he's winning games. Okay, that makes sense. We have Liereyy. We have Daut. So this is a pretty close poll here. Of course, it doesn't mean anything, but we can look back at this later on. Get your votes in, everybody. That chat is just crazy, man. The chat is just crazy. It's nonstop. So MBL's winning this one, but it's not a landslide victory, is it? 130 votes for him, 80 some votes for Viper, 70 some votes for Liereyy. You have Yo, you have Miguel behind there, Slam even. Okay. Well, thank you for the input, everybody. And perfect timing because we're going to be going into the next game. So if it's MBL, what map does he pick, Dave? I don't know.
He goes for like
Cross, maybe?
Cross or Gold Rush, maybe.
Okay.
I can't see him going for Baltic or Land of Lakes.
If he goes for a water map, I might change my pick on who it is. Good point. Arabia. This Arabia, Mayans. Could be anybody, again, because Mayans is the sure pick on Arabia nowadays, but he chose his home map as Arabia again. Could easily be MBL. In the red, we have Hidden Cup number 2. He's winning 2-0 right now. He's been very dominant. David, I think he's been the best player in the tournament. And then in the blue in the north, we have Slavs for a player who needs 3 victories now to stay alive in this and move on to the finals. What do you think of the Slavs pick, Dave?
I mean, Slavs are good on any map, basically, at the moment. Not as good as Mayans, but if you get to the point in Castle Age where you're spamming out knights and you can support like 2 or 3 stables and 2 or 3 TCs at the same time, they get pretty dicey. He's lucky he's got the deer so close to his TC as well. Yep. He's already pushing in his second one.
And speaking of lucky, look how close the sheep were to Red's TC. Normally, it's a risk to go forward to lame early, but when you find all of your sheep that early, this is heaven for a Mayans player. He's going forward to lame.
Here comes MBL. I mean, Hidden Cup too. Coming forward. Gonna take that boar.
Yeah. Well, I love the deer push, as you said, Dave. Get that food boost. I think Slavs can have an advantage here if they up to feudal on 20 population, get up real quick before the men-at-arms get there.
Well, I mean, even like he knows his opponent is Mayans as well. So if you push in 3 deer, that's like a boar and a half right there.
Yep. He's going to take this. You can say goodbye to this boar, Blue. He's probably already accepted this. I wonder if he'll chase or if he'll just push in the last deer and not even care.
Yeah, he's going to chase, but it's not really worth it at this point, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Now, he doesn't know, because he's pushing deer, he doesn't know his other boar is over here to the north. So he might need to go back. Oh my goodness, with the cliff, can he get in front here? This could be a dead eagle. There's no way that eagle lives now.
If this is MBL, he's gonna find a way to get that boar back.
All right, this is a good test. Blue is going for the approach of attacking. Oh, he blocked it. He blocked it.
Ooh, that's nice.
Great defense here from Hidden Cup 3, who's played well. He needs a result. Now, can he steal that boar from Red? Wouldn't that be something? Oh, sorry, I was on Red's point of view. I'm a noob caster. I was kind of thinking, how on earth did he know that that boar was there when he was luring deer? Well, because it wasn't him. That's how. So, man-at-arms probably for Mayans into archers. We've seen that a lot this tournament. Red has the deer here. He can push this in, so it's not the end of the world. He still has his boar. So
Blue has deer right nearby as well. He's already started.
They're all pushing. Yep.
And he knows where Red is, and Red basically knows where he is because he saw where the eagle was running.
Yep. Wait, what color do you what color do you have the slab player as?
Red.
He's blue.
No, come on, man.
Sorry.
We've been through this before.
It's all right. It's all right. We got this. We're just testing the stream, that's all. Making sure they're paying attention. If you guys got confused, that means you guys have been on the ball. Well played. It's risky to go scouts in the current meta. It's really risky to go scouts in the current meta. But I think that's what you have to do here as Slavs. Because if you go man-at-arms into archers and skirms, you're playing right into Mayan's hands. So scouts into skirms to counter their man-at-arms and their archers, that can work. And think back to game 1, that's exactly what Red did, but he was Berbers at the time. Huh. Alright, well, there's a lot of hills in the center for both players. There's resources beneath the hills, so map control will be even more important than usual. And blue clicks up on 20 population. So this is kind of what I expected with all this extra food. Well played from him to push in those deer and to stop the boar from being stolen.
You know, if Red walls correctly, he could wall off like half the map here.
Yeah, to the south.
It looks like he's going to do it. He's already walling to the east.
Yeah.
And it looks like he might drop a couple walls in those choke points to the west. And suddenly he's got a secure wood line. He's got a stone in the back, extra golds, everything.
I would say the downside is he doesn't have a full HP eagle. So blue will be in feudal age soon. If blue keeps an eye on this, he should be able to stop a full wall off, either on the left or on the right. But blue is currently in the center.
He's healing his eagle up. Come on now.
It's honestly so dumb how you can lame easier with an eagle and then you can heal it. Come on. It's 2018. Why can't scouts get into TCs and heal after lame? Come on. Where's the equality? Goodness.
So red is going for man-at-arms, I think? Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Into archers.
Into walls.
Yeah, into walls first. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's
Dave.
That's a bad wall in the south.
Yeah.
Oh,
he should have just gone to the edge of the map, but instead he'll wall more and secure less.
And there's a hole. There's a hole on the right.
He has scouted it though.
Oh, okay.
There are players who will gamble with their walls and they won't fully scout, but there are also players who scout every inch to make sure they won't miss a gap, and they patrol with their eagles in the gaps and everything. This is a good player here in the red. He's making sure that there are no mistakes. Very good player. He'll be fully walled.
So red's going to find blue stable here. There's nowhere to go on this side, but if he positions correctly, he might be able to get a villager on the berries if he goes that way.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Can't get too close to the town center fire, of course. He also doesn't know where the berries are because he lamed, so he didn't scout his opponent's base. Didn't want to run forward because he would lose that scout. A forward spear actually coming forward now, and
I like that.
You notice how he canceled the man-at-arms upgrade because he knew that there were walls? I like that too. This is a smart guy. Scouts takes a long time to do any type of damage to your opponent, and it's almost impossible to do damage if they're fully walled. Red doesn't even have an archery range yet. He's not even on gold.
Does he need it?
I know. Is he just going to boom to Castle Age, use the stone in the back, and go plumed archers?
Bold strategy.
I think... So this approach is all about economy. He wants to hit Castle Age faster, but the problem is he's not making military numbers, and Mayans do well when they get large numbers of crossbows. So he does have less numbers than I would like to see from him, but he will
Red,
have more
don't go
economy.
into the... Is he going to balls his way through the TC? No, he just loses a spear for free.
I feel like all the military on the map right now is pretty useless, though. I mean, I shouldn't say that. Blue, of course, can scout with his scouts and force his opponent to wall behind. But, yeah, we'll see. They're not doing all that much damage. This is just the semifinals, guys. This is just the semifinals. High quality play here. Blue needs a result. He has the fast Slav farmers farming away right now.
So red saw the archer range coming down from blue.
Yep.
And is he gonna go into skirms here as Slavs?
Yeah, it's gonna be scouts and skirms into knights and skirms, and that's something that Mesosivs really struggle with. Remember when red was Berbers against blue's Mayans? He went with that composition. It completely wrecked blue. But really what you need there is you need to have a big ball of crossbows. And blue's going to stone, Dave. Or
Wait
not
a
blue.
second.
Red.
Blue's
I'm sorry.
Don't do this to me, Red.
I have the right colors. I just misspoke. I'm sorry. No, it is red. I misspoke. My bad. My bad.
Not again.
Just messing with Dave's head here. Okay. I like how active blue is. He knows he can't kill anything right now, but he does know that red's likely not building archers because he doesn't see the ranges. So that gives him a bigger time window, honestly, because red can't build any military until he gets to a castle later on.
Red might actually catch these skirms coming across with the militia that you said were useless. Let's go!
Dude, Tom and Jerry keep showing up this entire series, man. Look at that. Tom and Jerry and Liereyy. That's who it is. But yeah, blue, he'll finish off Tom, Jerry, and Liereyy. And that spear will have to run away. Killed a scout. He did something.
No, he's selling res too. He's going up. He's going up now, and he's going to have enough stone for a castle once he gets there too. Enough villagers on stone at the
both
moment.
Players will be up. Look at the time difference. Look at the time difference. Pretty much identical castle times with completely different strategies and different maps. This is high-level stuff right here, and I'm loving blue's position. I'll be honest. 2 stable Slav Knights with skirmishers can be really strong, but it can also be strong for mines to have a big ball of plumes. We'll see if red can get the time.
Where does red put his castle? Is it in front of the gold there? Does he delete the palisade walls, or does he go on the right side?
I like in front of the gold, but it depends on how much presence blue has with skirmishers.
Oh yeah, he's putting it there. He already deleted a...
Yeah. If blue were to have elite skirm with Bodkin, and I don't think he'll research Bodkin arrow for the skirms, I think he'd rather go for the defense upgrades on the knights, but if you were to have that there, you could at least push the castle back further, and that's what you want to try and do.
Blue can see that he deleted a building, I think, too. Yeah, he knows. He knows right where the castle's going.
Yeah, he knows it'll either be on the right or the left. Exactly. Yep. What he can do, though, is he'll have a large amount of time to boom. He can go immediately to 3 town centers and get a huge vill lead. I think the hills on the front is really unfortunate for blue, but what he could do is he could TC the wood right to the south of the golds, and then TC the other side of the wood line he's currently taking. So that would secure that whole area, because the TC would be the first thing that red would run into. And yeah, he's going to do that, Dave. Look at this. The villagers now running from the wood, and TC there. Might not want TC so close to one another. So I don't know where his third will be. But I like it. And there's the castle from red.
Yeah, that's the one thing he has to secure is wood, because he only has those 2 wood lines there.
Yeah.
With plumed archers running around, you can't afford to have exposed wood lines.
I know I'm nitpicking here, but I think that this TC should be further to the left. Right where this...
Yep.
So my chat that can see this right here, because that would secure the wood line. Now plumed archers can still run around behind and range these vills. So I'm not a huge fan of that TC placement.
And red going for a siege workshop right away. I guess he thinks there's going to be a ton of skirms coming forward.
Weird.
That's not the right play, my friend. That is not the right play.
Well, he's completely blind now. The strategy from blue is hidden. This is the hidden cup. He doesn't know what his opponent's going for. He wants to go pikes, and he wants to go for plumes. And he realizes that if his opponent has skirmishers, that would counter both of those, I guess. So that'll slow down red's eco slightly.
This is going to be an interesting game, because I don't think either player can really push in to the other's base. I think this will go late.
So in Age of Empires 2, you start with 3 golds. You have your main gold. Then you have 2 4-tile golds, which are yours. One of those is up on the hill for red. So blue could currently keep red away from that. The other one for red is back here, which is walled in. Blue, he has his main gold. He has his secondary gold, which he TC'd. His third is exposed on the right. So both players have an exposed extra gold. And then there's neutral golds. And there's one on the hill on the left. There's one... Oh, actually, yeah, in the left corner, which neither player has scouted. So if this does go late game, Dave, that's what you'll have to focus on.
I think red should also start stonewalling on the left side if he wants to play it safe like this.
Yeah.
Stonewall both areas.
I agree.
He could get away with stonewalling on the right side too. There's a choke point there between those two wood lines, and suddenly he's got that entire side of the map, this entire edge.
Yeah, if he knew this gold was here, I think he does that stonewall soon. But there's an approach you can do here where instead of going for straight 3 TC boom as Blue is doing, you go 2 town centers. Oh, he's actually going 3. But anyway, you go for town centers, and then you get a massive units, and then you build your second castle somewhere that can secure your resources. So I think for Red, he probably wants to castle that hill first and foremost.
It's so
not pushed
weird.
out yet.
It's so weird that he's got the castle, but he's like, plumes, meh. I'm just gonna go fully upgraded Castle Age pikeman.
Well,
let's go.
Knights are a lot stronger in low numbers, and if you want to make plumes strong, you need lots of upgrades. And I think that he knows that it's too risky to invest fully into plumes, so he's gone for the town centers and the vills. So I get that. Does he even have bodkin? Yes, he doesn't have bodkin arrow, so he's saving all that food and gold for his economy, and then eventually he'll be able to have a real force here.
Here we go. Now he's coming out to that hill. He's going to drop the castle with 100 more stone.
Second barracks, actually.
Oh.
Bit weird from Blue to not be at least scouting that area. He is scouting the other areas of the map. But I think it's weird how he doesn't have something keeping an eye on Red's strategy, because this hill is going to be huge. I think Blue needs to castle this area, the hill next to the relic, at some point.
Red had 649 stone, and he left with all his vills and set one back. That's so
oh, man. That's a lot of pikes, and I think this is the first time that Blue will see pikes. He's probably not a fan of this. Probably wishes he had skirmishers. Can he fight this, Dave?
Monk's not going to do very well either. The Monk's going to die right away.
Yeah, I don't think you fight this if you're Blue. I like the pikeman choice, and maybe now you build your castle more forward, Dave, like right next to where Red's army is.
Well, that's where he's going forward with the barracks. Does he put it in that choke point?
Oh, that'd be so good.
Because that's a really nice position.
That would be so good.
But Blue's got a lot of knights.
Oh,
he's putting it so far forward! Oh my god!
What?
Castle!
What?
No! No!
Is this the fat dragon?
No! Yeah, delete it. Get rid of it. No, get out of here.
Don't place it there.
He's gonna do it.
Are you kidding me? Dude, Blue has a Mangonel here. Is this the series? Is this the semi-final of failed castles? Who can do it better? Oh, no.
Wall up your vills, man. Wall up your vills. Don't let him in there. Oh, jeez.
What a fight here. I don't think Red's getting this castle up. Oh, the Mangonel!
Oh, the Mangonel! No!
The pikemen are going to die to the knights. The knights have a lot of upgrades. The plumed archers have nothing to protect them now, nor do the villagers. And these villagers, they're like, why did you send me here? I was a lumberjack. I enjoyed my life. Why did you send me forward for that? And the plumed archers have to run. I mean, goodness gracious, how do you throw a game? You do that?
Well,
wow.
Some of his vills survived. I don't know. He might be able to get that up eventually, but it's not going up right now. Oh, Blue's putting a castle right beside it. You got to delete that now.
And honestly, I think Blue should build that castle on the hill because of the position he's in currently. Oh, the micro from Blue. Are you kidding me? Nah, well, you are kidding me, apparently. Remember, Red's micro was really good last time, and Blue sends the knights in to finish off those mangoes. Well done. Wow, that was... Dude, I thought, okay, right here next to the gold, great position. Maybe right here in this choke point, great position.
Delete it, man, delete it.
He went a step further, and he did delete it, but he doesn't have the stone to build one now. And he's sending pikes forward, losing 2 to conversions, not killing any knights, and running into castle fire. Blue, he could take this game. Yeah. Blue's going to have a huge lead, too, because Red invested in so many pikemen upgrades. He doesn't have the food to click up to the Imperial Age.
The one thing I really like from Red is how he's built his buildings on this hill.
Yeah.
He's right in that choke point, so it's a really awkward fight for Blue to take. Blue has to loop around to get there, and Red has the reinforcement buildings right nearby.
The funny thing is, though, if he wants to build a castle here, and again, he's kind of lacking the stone, where's he going to build it? He has to build it back where I wanted it originally.
Where he should have put it in the first place.
Exactly.
Up on that hill.
And now Blue, he's done a great job with only knights, I have to say. He'll go elite skirmisher and cavalier. And this is where You have the mobility as Slavs. You need to take advantage of it. Get the relics. Get these extra gold piles. Hit from the sides. Red only has palisade walls. You could really do damage here if you're blue. In fact, maybe you just go forward now, Dave.
Yeah, maybe. He's got to be careful not to lose all his knights here.
Yeah, for sure. But
and red is on the way to Imperial, I think, soon. Yep.
Yeah, finally gets the stone. And
there's the castle.
Yeah, there's the castle. Blue sees the pikes. He should run here, and he does. That's the benefit of knights. Pikes are normally better in fights, but knights can just run away from it all. Fantastic stuff, though. I mean, that kind of made it a game. Not that it wasn't a game, but I made it a series, I guess. Gives Blue a real opportunity to get back into this. And one conversion for red, but he loses the Mangonel. And Blue wants to kill this Siege Workshop, build a second castle, and go into trebuchets. I like it.
That's
amazing.
I don't know about that castle spot, though.
But when you're against Mayans, what do? You want to kill their castles so they can't make plumes. So take control of the hill before red does that, and you'll have 2 castles to make trebs. He's already has 1 treb on the way. Do you think red can stop this? Is that what you're thinking?
I'm thinking red can delay it enough where he gets his own trebs out.
It's possible. It's possible. Yeah, this castle's not going up just yet. The plumed archers do have bodkin arrow. The pikes and the plumes are right next to skirms. Oh no, don't lose the trebuchet. I think the treb will be okay. Yeah, I get your point now. I get your point, but blue has a lot of skirms though. Let's see. He really has delayed it, hasn't he, red? Really working out for him. Blue has 2 trebuchets he can't use yet. This is incredible.
And he can convert the knights too.
Yeah. But
he just needs to delay as long as he possibly can.
I think he has to abandon this now. That's too many skirmishers, right? I think it's too many skirmishers.
Keep sniping bills, though.
Yep. Well, finally the trebs come forward for blue. It will be really hard for red to engage this. He has 2 trebs of his own coming. He needs to go for blue's trebs before he goes for blue's castle, I think. Because it's important he keeps his castles up. And this is going to be tough. You know, he doesn't have a lot of stone, Dave. He doesn't even have a lot of gold to buy stone. So how is he going to repair this? Blue gets his castle up. Cavalier's on the way. He has a mess of skirmishers here.
This is the point where you can't decide whether you go for the castle or the trebs, right?
Yes.
Are you doing a treb war or are you doing a castle?
Yeah.
Push.
It's always good to be the first person because you know then to go for your opponent's castles. I think it's especially important if you're blue to go for red's castles anyway because without plumed archers, his opponent can't do all that much versus him. And the castle's gonna die. And that's where red's gold and stone is. Wow. Blue's doing this, man. 20 population lead. And Onager's on the way, Dave.
Yeah, Onager might be the final nail in the coffin here.
Yeah. I do love how blue is taking that gold I mentioned earlier. So he has so many resources coming in. Can he slightly cut the trees here so he can get in close? Oh, look at that. He's going to cut the trees, and then he can come in close to kill the trebuchets. Brilliant move. Or not.
Except he's not, yeah.
But it could have worked.
Could have worked.
It could have worked. Yeah. And he lost the Onager. But still, the engagements are so good with the skirms. So good with the skirms. 50 population lead for blue. We're going to see a game 4 here.
Yep.
Here, red's castles. There's only one of them. He doesn't have the gold. The plumed archers, they don't have any defense upgrades. The halves are not going to be enough. And the Slav pick will work here. This would be the second time in this series that Mayans will not be the answer for a player. So Dave, do you see that? You see the capital GG from Hidden Cup 3?
Yep.
Does that mean he's a Chinese player?
That's 3 games in a row he's done that, man.
Yeah, does that mean he's a Chinese player, chat? What do you think? Maybe.
No.
Maybe. In the last semifinal, both of the players were talking Chinese in the game room, though. So there can't be 3. There are only 2 Chinese players in this event. I think that some players are using mind games because they know that we don't know. But I'm so pumped that we're having a game 4, man. I'm so pumped we're having a game 4. Let's go. Let's do this. 96 kills for blue. A lot more economy for him. I really question the plumed archers from red, or at least not making military, because he did go for the TCs, right? Maybe you got to make more plumes so you can do more there. Do you think that was maybe it? Red couldn't get a foothold on lands to build a forward castle?
I just think the castle it's just too far forward.
Yeah.
It's just way too unnecessarily ballsy. You know?
Possible. It was kind of funny though, man. Like there were two obvious places for it, and he goes, "No, I'm up 2 games. I'm up 2 games. This is what he expects. I'm building it here." That was just awful. Wasn't
Like
even close.
if I didn't know the players in this tournament, I'd say that was like mentalist or something. Like just.
Oh man. So to everybody on the stream, hope you guys are enjoying the show today. Game 4 is on the way, and this will be from the map pack. So that means at random, these maps will be chosen, or one of these maps will be chosen. They cannot choose civilizations that they have already used in the first 3 games. So we could have any of those maps. I think you have to go for a safe pick here, and Malians is the first one that comes to mind. Malians or any Mesociv could possibly work on all maps. So that's what I'm thinking, Dave. Do you have any other ideas, possibly?
I'm done trying to guess civs.
Okay, Dave's just done.
Anything.
That castle broke him, man. That castle broke him. We predicted the castle placement, and he just ruined it. Yo, Kobe, thank you very much for gifting 10 lucky people subs, man. Thank you for all the gifted subs, Kobe, this month. Algernon, thank you for gifting 3. Mike, Ilger, thank you, everybody, for all the resubs and subs. I will catch up with everybody when I have the time. But for now, it is game 4 of the Hidden Cup. We have another Gold Rush, Dave. So let's go, and it is a Malians war. So I was correct on one. In the red,
see Malian crossbows again.
Maybe, you know, it actually worked yesterday, didn't it?
Yep.
Might be different if it's a Malian mirror matchup. In the red, we have Hidden Cup 2. In the blue, we have Hidden Cup 3. And blue needs to win this game to take it to game 5. Red can either win this game or the next game to move on to our final. So, Dave, I don't think anyone has ever seen Gold Rush before. I need you to tell the people what Gold Rush is all about.
All right, so you see this big giant hill in the middle of the map, guys, with all the gold on it? That is 99.9% of the gold on the map. Players try to secure that. They usually fight over that in Castle Age and castles in Imperial Age and whatnot. And if you secure that and your opponent doesn't have access to it, they're done.
Yeah, very important to focus on that. However, you don't want to just go towards Castle Age immediately because they could overwhelm you at your base still. I see that red has 2 forward stones. That one's kind of bugged out on the other side there. If a tower rush were to happen, he could be in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
The wood lines could be ranged by towers. All of the wood lines, actually. The golds could be ranged by towers, but it's not necessarily a common strategy here. I think in a Malian's mirror matchup, a Drush Fast Castle could work. We could see the crossbows, as Dave suggested. We could also easily see knights and camels. This is a versatile civilization, so the players are going to have options if they want to try out different strategies.
There's also, yesterday we saw a Gold Rush strategy of taking 1 spearman and luring all the jaguars on the map to your opponent's base.
Yeah.
And someone, I forget who it was, but someone lost 2 villagers to that.
Well, that was 2 versus 10. So the red player was the one who did that yesterday. Look at him bringing in this boar now.
Oh, look at how far away that boar is. Oh my god.
I didn't realize that.
He's going to do it with no loom too.
No loom, pro strategies. He'll use the scout to block. Yep, that's pro stuff right there. To lure this in without loom is very difficult, but look at him blocking that boar off. But yeah, Dave, it was this guy right here. He did it.
Yep. And look at blue too, hanging around near his boar. He doesn't want his boar to be stolen. They were really far forward.
Yeah.
As well as his second gold.
Yeah.
Super far forward on that hill.
And blue is also further from the center gold, but he can TC that one edge, which is right smack in the middle. So as long as you get a piece of it, you'll be good. I'm impressed with that boar lure from blue. Didn't panic. They don't have any restarts, remember? They used their restarts earlier.
Mm-hmm.
He also doesn't know his other board's back here. I think he's going to look for it, and hopefully he finds it. We predicted that this blue player was this red player, sorry, was MBL yesterday. And I don't know if I've seen too many MBL things from him today. We could be way off. Wait, did I say red or blue? Did Dave get something wrong? Did I get a color wrong, chat?
No, red's Hidden Cup 2.
Yeah.
Blue is Hidden Cup 3.
I think they're just looking out for me.
Come
I think
on,
that's
chat.
what it is. Yeah, we got this. Oh! Oh, look at that scout going in there. And the quick gate from red. You're wrong. Okay, gotcha. So if you know I'm wrong, you still know what I'm talking about. You just want to say that I'm wrong. That's what it is, right? Gotcha. Understood. Understood. I see how it goes. I see how it goes.
Why do the Jaguars never spawn on the gold? I want to see them like completely surrounding the gold.
Well, look what red's about to scout, man. Oh, please see them, because
Come
this
on,
is the
man.
guy who did it last time. Whew.
One tile. One tile. He's looking for him too, I think.
Yeah, he's probably is. That was the big tell. When I saw that spear and this skirms, I was thinking, this must be MBL. But it's obviously a very small thing and a pretty big event, so it's hard to say. Hard to say.
So what do you think? What do you think the strat is from him then? From blue?
I think they're both going to go scouts. I think
Okay.
they're both going to go scouts. I think scouts into probably camels, because you don't want to make knights.
Well, blue is going to gold, so do you still think they're both going to go scouts? Or
I think that you asked me at the worst possible time. If you would have waited 30 seconds, I would have been able to give you a short answer. But you had to ask me at that time. So now I look like an idiot. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, man.
You're welcome. He's going man at arms.
Okay,
Nice.
well, he better scout the Jags. If he goes to the left, he's in trouble. Yeah, he's fine. Blue's map is definitely more open on the front, but he does have 1 gold to work with, which is still a lot of gold. But, you know, I think
Does
man at
Red
arms is a
see
weird
those?
move, though.
Does red see those? Now he does. If I was blue, I wouldn't show that to red, but you know.
Well,
trying to
red's
win the
looking
scout
for it.
war, I guess.
Yeah, red saw that barracks a while back as well, so he probably expected it. Oh my goodness, the back of red's base is open, Dave. It is wide open.
Oh, there's a nice little hole, and if he gets through there with man at arms, he can block those villagers from
Yeah.
going back to the TC.
I
But I think he's
wonder...
gonna go to the front side. Yeah, he's gonna go to the front side.
He assumes it's fully walled, doesn't he? Yeah. Now, if he were to click here, his villagers would go around this way. But it's a pretty big gamble to go that direction to just find your opponent has walled. Oh, defensive militia now. So, man-at-arms versus man-at-arms, and then maybe into archers.
Blue hasn't even done the men at arms upgrade. I think
wouldn't.
he's just Oh,
Well,
there we go.
It depends.
What wouldn't you do?
Well, I was just going to say, it depends on if he can wall at home, because if he's not walled, he should probably get the upgrade and trade here.
Oh, he canceled it.
Yeah, see? Stop trying to get me to mispredict things here. Yeah, you could still run around as well. Just distract red as much as possible. What you can do is run in and act like you're going to fight with the militia and then run away.
So he's going for double range as Malians. So is this the guy that did the crossbows yesterday? I think it might be.
It's deceiving because yesterday it was blue for the guy who went... Who went crossbows yesterday, Dave?
Blue. I
Yeah,
can't remember the player number. Might have been this
I don't
guy.
remember the player number either. I'd have to look at the bracket, but possibly. I mean, they're both going to do that, probably. Unless red goes for the other option, which is man-at-arms into knights, which is super slow, and you give up a lot of map control. Oh, blue got the scout. I like that. And he should be walled up here.
So yesterday, for anyone who didn't see it, we were talking about Malian crossbows. Basically what happened is the guy who was Malians and went crossbows secured the middle really early, and the other guy couldn't come back from it.
Yeah. And just like last game, if you think back, how did red lose last game? He didn't have the army numbers, at least in my opinion. He didn't have the plume numbers, right? So what he's doing now is he's going one range and a bunch of skirms. If he doesn't whittle down the numbers of blue, once they're in Castle Age, blue will have full reign over the center.
Mhm. And then once he gets like a TC down there, it becomes even harder for red to come back and secure it. And then eventually he'll want to get a castle down. And once the castle's down, you can just kind of build off of that. And the other player is going to have a really tough time pushing into the middle.
Blue's looking for these skirms that are coming out of the range. One just passed there. He's going to try and snag these things as they walk in to reinforce. Yeah, and it's forcing red to garrison. Well played, Blue, getting some use out of those things. Dave, Robo confirmed that our blue player here was the blue player in that set you mentioned yesterday where he went Malian crossbows and won.
Huh? A lot of people expect stables from Malians, right? So sometimes it's not a bad idea to just cross things up a bit.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. But
I
now
explain.
You said cross things up when you were talking about crossbows.
Oh, wow, yeah, totally.
Well done, man. Well done. I'm just congratulating you on that joke. Well played. It is awkward now for blue because he doesn't know that he can get into red's base. He assumes it's walled, and he's making archers versus opponent's skirmishers. So while he needs a few archers for the man-at-arms, he could lose all these archers to the skirms if red micros this properly. And that's why he's holding to the hill so he can receive a little bit less damage and dish out a little bit more.
I'd rather have blue's army in this situation, for sure.
Yeah. Yep. And both players distracting with the melee, so the man-at-arms were a distraction. This scout will be a distraction. Good stuff, good stuff. It's just...
Gotta remember, those man-at-arms and militia both have the armor upgrades.
Correct,
yep. So
yep.
Tough to take down.
Yeah, it all depends on the archer numbers at the end of the day. And blue is doing a decent job now. He's lost 2 archers. Blue's 3 archers. Yeah, I like this for red, man. I like this a lot for red. Even the man-at-arms is still alive. Another one's coming in. Yeah, it's a decent trade. Decent trade, I guess. 50-50 maybe.
You can't lose those archers to man-at-arms, dude. Oh. You cannot afford to do that.
How many was that? 5, maybe?
Something like that.
Yeah, there's nothing saying that red can't now add his own archers when he goes up to the next stage, right? So you start with skirms. You then kill your opponent's archers and then go for archers yourself. I think that's the play sometimes.
He should send that, like, should send one of his units over to those jaguars and lure him into red's army and then just delete it.
You know, another play is how you get to Castle Age. We saw some players sell their stone and then buy food to advance quicker. And that means you won't have the stone for TCs later on or castles, but you advance quicker.
He's selling wood. He's not selling stone.
Yeah, both players using the market, actually. Are we going to have identical times? It is close, but blue's economy a bit further behind. Will he? Yeah, I think he'll be okay. It's tight, but I think he'll be okay.
Does he go out with a TC right away? Or does he go for a siege workshop? He saw the skirmishers, but siege workshop is really risky against Malians because they might be going into knights.
Yeah. He has to see this stable. I don't like that stable from red. If you would have built that stable in the back of his base, it would have hid the decision from his opponent. Blue could see this. But it is important for red now to trade versus archers yet again, because if there's not a lot of archers for blue, then whatever knights red creates will completely destroy.
Blue should split up his skirmishers and archers and just get them out of there and fight with the skirms.
Yeah. Oh, gets the hill. Nice micro. Yeah, okay. Look at this dance here. And Jaguar even joins in. Blue did not see that stable. It will be 2 stables as well. Oh.
Good split. Let's go.
Ballsy though, man. They're
dancing, man. They're dancing. Look at them.
Who is this guy? Look at this split. Look at the micro. This is Liereyy micro. This is Liereyy micro. Skirmishers uphill. Look at that.
Oh, that's sick. That was sick, man. That was precision micro right there.
It's 2 in a row, but I still think he's gone a bit too far with it. Oh, can he stop the stable? He will not stop the stable. No, he'll kill the villager. At least he sees them now. At least, though the villager escapes, he sees them. Oh, Dave, he's gone for the wrong strat, Blue. He has a lot of skirms.
Made too many skirms, yeah.
Yeah. He didn't go for archers because he expected this to be just archers and skirms, and now he's been caught off guard. Red with an instant advantage.
Interesting you went for Town Watch right away at Castle Age.
What's
That's
also
interesting.
really interesting to me is how Blue went to Stone rather early. So he went to Stone before he clicked up to Castle Age. So he wants to collect a lot of that to build a castle in the center for sure.
Mm. You know, with Elite Skirm and these crossbows, and maybe... Oh, he's getting pikemen now. He should be able to defend. For a while, anyway. But Siege Workshop coming up from Red now.
This is amazing play because now Red knows, okay, he'll have some pikes, he'll have skirmishers and crossbows. Knights might be an issue, so let's add Siege. This is sick. And they're both going close to the center. You gotta commit. You have to pressure the center. It's so big in Gold Rush. So important.
And now is stable from Blue as well? Do you really want a stable? Unless he knows there's monks coming out and he wants scouts? Like, wouldn't you drop another barracks rather than...
No, I don't agree with that, dropping a barracks, because the skirmishers that the enemy has or the siege that the enemy has can kill your pikes. So I don't like that, but I think that this could work. It also could be a pretty big gamble. I think if he went 2 stable 2 range initially, like if he had the stables prepared, he would be in a much better situation, but he didn't have the stables prepared.
It seems like a lot of investment, and now Hidden Cup 2 is getting long swords.
Whoa!
That is next level right there. We're going to see AI armies here. Every single unit on the map.
So, flashback, my friends, to the best of 5 yesterday in the quarterfinal, where Hidden Cup 2 won in game number 5 by going longswords into champions as Malians. So he likes this civ, he knows this, he's done this before in this tournament, and if Blue was watching the games yesterday, he would know about that as well.
Oh, Blue sees the Mangonel? No, he didn't see the Mangonel.
He sees the racks, though. He sees the racks, so he knows that his opponent might be going for that. And oh, here come the knights! Don't give your opponent a knight here, Blue. Wow. Wow, this is tough to call, man. This is tough to call. The Mangonel, it goes down the split away from Blue. Can he get enough pikes and knights and maybe conversions here? This is so close. I think Blue's taking this, though, at least this fight.
He's going to have enough stone for a castle now. He has enough.
Oh, so and here he comes! Here he comes!
Here we go again!
It is game number 4. Game number 4, we have another aggressive castle.
Oh, no, not there!
Red has a Mangonel on the way at 90%. He has to react. Now the longswords are on the other side.
No! Don't fight with villagers!
The knights are very weak knights, Dave, but there's still 3 or 4 full HP ones. The villagers should go back here. Red has timed this to perfection. The Mangonel's on the way!
Low HP. The castle is low HP as well.
Blue's trying to micro this. I don't think he can, Dave, but he kills the Mangonel. He kills the Mangonel. I think he needs to delete the castle. He's still in this game. Just build it more passively, like right where his villagers are now.
He's gonna go for it, man. He's gonna go for it.
Oh my word. Oh my word. This is insane. The longswords are really working out well, though, I have to say, with their high pierce. I can't call this. It's so close. I cannot call this, but if Blue loses the crossbows...
Red should kill that castle foundation. Yeah, he's thinking about it, and he's dropping a town center in the middle. He that castle.
Yeah, he deleted it.
Oh, Blue deleted it.
He deleted it, and Blue will not kill that Mangonel. Blue needs to... Oh, he's going to build it really defensively now.
That's too defensive.
Boy, what a game here. 47 villagers for Blue, 48 for Red. You could tell they both have idle farms here. They're focusing so much on that micro. Red has more map control over the center, but Blue is very close to all of this. And Dave, what can Blue make as Malians out of the castle?
Gebettos.
Gebettos. And the Gebettos could kill the longswords, could kill the knights, could kill the Mangonels, could kill everything that Red has out on the map.
That was just another example of just being too ballsy with the castle.
Yeah.
This whole set, every single game, there's one that just doesn't go down.
Can we really complain, though?
No,
Can we really complain? Entertain. Oh, my. Oh, boy, yeah. A bit too ballsy indeed. Blue didn't know that Red was sitting on the hill. Nice job from Red to be there. But the fact of the matter is, with the Gebettos now, I think that this could all change. I think you only need 3 or 4 Gebettos to one-shot a Mango. So this puts a lot of pressure on Red's micro. Dave, Red's not on stone at all. He's not on stone at all, so he cannot secure the center with the castle. At least not anytime soon.
Yeah, and his stones are pretty exposed now. Now he's finally making a TC out on that forward stone, but it's going to take him a long time to get a castle down here.
I think you have to make mangonels and hope for the best, because...
And blue... Like, blue's close to a second castle, sorry.
Yeah, yep, you're fine. Oh, and is blue going to show up at the stone? At the stone? Are you kidding me? Red's in the center? Blue knows his opponent might want a castle, and he loops around? What a clutch. What a clutch arrival time from blue.
That sucks for red. He really needs stone.
He does.
Needs to secure the middle somehow.
Yeah. And what will this do? This will pull some of red's attention away from the center, and maybe blue can then make a push there.
Villager counts are so even too. Like this game is so even across the board.
This series deserves a blue victory so we can get to the final game. That's all I have to say. Because both these players are really good. Oh man. The micro from blue has been really good. He's been too ballsy, I agree. But Dave, look at blue's resources. Where's he going, man?
He's going to the Imperial Age.
Oh boy, and he could have 2 castles shortly. Red's not anywhere near clicking up to the next stage. So while the Vil counts are somewhat even, blue's economy management has been way better. Wow, that's a big difference. Huh. So what do you gain from Imp here? You gain Trebuchet, sure. Unit upgrades, not all that much, right?
No, not that much. It's just Treb. You just want Trebs.
It's important you get to second castle up there, I think. Oh man, the Gebetto split away! Look at the micro!
Nice micro! Let's go!
Alright, micro could have been better, actually.
Not the greatest.
Yeah. He really tried. He really tried. He's done that quite a few times, but...
Take a seat, Blue. Take a seat.
Right? Just build that castle, and he's gonna build it on the hill. I like this.
Oh, it's not even within range, though. I would like to see it, like, within range of that gold.
Well, I was thinking maybe in front of his current castle.
Yeah.
Because it would range the gold, but what he's thinking is, this is going into a Treb War, and if it goes into a Treb War, I want the hill.
And here come the mangonels. Potential for a good attack round here, or potential to lose all 3 for free.
He's gonna lose them, isn't he? Look at Blue's splits. Oh. You know, I think it's a wise move from Blue to back up there. He's just stalling red so he can get his castle up.
Does Blue's getting chainmail armor? Is that for the Gebettos, or is that for...
Gebettos.
Is he gonna go into two-handed?
Oh, you mean, yeah, I mean, it's gonna affect the Gebettos. I think he's really stretched at the moment. I don't know if he could go into two-handed swordsmen and champions right now. So maybe just Gebettos and Trebs to start, and then in the future, yeah, definitely infantry. And Dave, look what red wants to build in the center. Look where red is going. Red wants to build a castle. He does not know about blues on this hill. And he's going to plop it in the center there, isn't he?
Yeah, and blue is going to have Trebs. So maybe... Oh, that's a better position from red. A little bit farther back.
Yeah.
Instead of, like, red on top there.
What's interesting is that red has 10 more Vils, and red does not know about blue's castle there. And blue will... Tell me he sees this, because... Okay, he sees the Vils. For a split second, he saw the Vils building. Yeah, he must know now, but he's going for the TC instead. As he loops around.
Blue also getting chemistry, and he's going around with those Gebettos. Look at that little gate village, the stone village from red.
Yep.
Will he get in there?
Which blue does not know about. And Gebettos are pretty weak, so the TC's there. Yep, one dies. I don't think they've really accomplished anything on this journey. And we have a stone gate coming up probably. Yeah, wow, this is high-level stuff. From both players. And now blue knows there's a castle there. Oof. You know, it's all about Trebs now, Dave. And blue's trebuchets, they went to the wrong side. It's just because he didn't recognize that red had castles there. Or a castle there. So red still has all the gold in the center. Blue's running out. He needs this now, and red needs to stall for a long period of time.
God, Blue's being assaulted by jaguars. No!
He could lose all of them. He could lose all of them.
God.
Oh my god. Of course. It had to happen. It had to happen. This is, you know what? Just send the Jags to your opponent at this rate. Who cares about the Gebettos? Bombard cannons and trebuchets from blue. Can red get connections with these mangonels and kill the Trebs? I don't think he can. The Gebettos are still running. I think some of them will die to the Jags.
Yeah, you gotta garrison those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them died.
This is hilarious, man, because he's not
Blue-
focusing on this.
Blue might be in trouble here, man. Red. If
Yeah.
Blue gathers enough Gebettos, Red's gonna have some serious issues
Dave,
pushing the back
Possibly
against
a game-changing move. Look at the upgrade. Redemption and block printing now completed for Red. He's going to attempt to convert these bombard cannons.
Yeah, and he's getting chemistry of his own as well, but risky.
And the bombard cannon will be converted. I don't think that Blue expected that upgrade to be coming in from Red, and he finds out the hard way. He loses 2 Gebettos, and he loses that bombard cannon. This is amazing split micro. Finally, the Gebettos get the Mangonels, and Red is losing a lot of control in the center, but he's still collecting gold. He has the monks. He'll go for his own bombard cannons. So how's your micro, guys? How's your micro?
I think he's throwing away too many Gebettos, to be honest.
Blue,
There's
I
no
assume?
like, yeah, with those Mangonels, he could have sniped them with Trebs and stuff. I think he needs to build up his army of Gebettos and keep
So he
it
can
strong.
snipe the bombard cannons. Look, Red has one right there. Go for it, Blue. He thinks twice about it. And he loses 2 more Gebettos to the monks. Wow.
And Blue needs a castle at some point farther forward. But he doesn't have the stone at the moment.
I don't even feel comfortable looking at the economies to see if they are on stone, because this is so intense. As Red is losing TCs, but he has his own bombard cannons to kill Blue's trebuchets.
Gebettos, here we go!
Red's
What
done
can they
such a great
do?
job here, man. Red's done such a great job with the conversions. But he loses the bombard cannon, okay, as he kills the trebuchet. This is wild, man. The monks from Red are really saving his ass right now. Red is more pop. 109 versus 110. Both players sharing the center in Gold Rush. Do you think monks change this? Do you think Red is holding on because of the monks?
We'll see. All it takes is one bad engagement, and this game shifts.
Blue, kill
look
both
at
of
that.
them.
2 bombard cannons down. Yeah, that's a big investment.
Wow. So tough to control these units as well,
And the
and
monks
it's so
are dying
expensive.
to Trebs. The monks are dying to Trebs. Oh no.
Everything is so costly on gold here, guys, and both players are sharing the gold on a map that's so heavily focused on it. I agree. Blue is running in too often, and Red, he's killed virtually all the trebuchets. This is insane. Red is somehow holding this, and I think he's going to kill this treb. Blue runs out of gold to repair the trebuchet. He's selling some food and gold now. Dave, he has no gold left. He has no gold
it's not
left.
gold at all.
Wow. And Red's
my
building a
gold.
castle.
Oh my god, this is over. What a play.
Wow, how did he hold on? He was a couple minutes behind to the Imperial Age. The monks were so smart. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, and Blue needs every engagement to go right for him now. And I don't think a trebuchet is going to do it. I don't know if he has a bombard cannon on the way. He doesn't. Yo,
He's
Red.
getting skirms. He's making skirms.
He's going into trash, which of course is not good against the champions that Red will be able to afford now with all this gold. Sick gameplay. I'm most impressed with the monks from Red, because he had so many conversions. We will see in the achievements afterwards, win or lose. That is what kept him alive in this situation. And even that, look, noticing the trebuchets there, microing away from it, playing this extremely
man.
safe.
Look at Blue's res. Oh man.
Not good.
Not good at all.
And he can't get any gold unless he kills Red's castle. And he's currently spending his time trying to treb the bombard cannons that are killing his castle. He needs a lot of skirmishers to make me think that he can come back here. A lot of skirmishers. Oh, and his treb's dead. Oh my goodness, the treb is dead. That's not the position for it. Whew, man. Is this some arena player with these monks? Goodness gracious, the skirmishers are coming in.
The presence of mind to go monks in
I
this
know.
situation.
So good. But Blue's
that's
coming
what he
in.
has, though.
Yeah, Blue's coming in. He's killing as many monks as possible. He kills the bombard cannons. He's still fighting underneath the castle, and he loses his castle, though. And that's the biggest issue for him now. Red, look how many conversions he has, man. It's insane. Well, if Blue is MBL, he's probably pissed off. You know the arena clip. Voodaloo, voodaloo. Wow. I think the game is probably done and dusted now. As long as you can tell Red's eco's a bit off because he was so distracted, but as long as he gets some more food, I think you go champion and you win the game if you're Red, and obviously continue to tread push.
It's 100% once this castle goes down.
Yeah.
And Hidden Cup is getting capped per am, man. He just, or Hidden Cup 3, sorry, they're both Hidden Cup.
Yeah,
he just doesn't want to give up.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. I mean, he's played well. As I said, I think these players deserve to make it to Game 5. Blue might live to regret not going for Stables early Castle Age, right? Because the Skirmishers didn't offer much for him in Castle Age. Red got that momentum to get to the center, and then once he got here, he never was able to be pushed out. Red can afford to lose that Bombard Cannon, but it's obviously not ideal to lose that. I think Skirm, Light Cav, Pike, just any unit you can create if you're Blue, just get it out. Make as much as possible. Losing his ranges now. Fighting for his tournament life. And look at the upgrade at the top right from Red.
Two-handed swordsman. Those skirmishers can't do anything against them.
Yep. That's probably going to be it there. But Blue's going to hold on. The score is close. He probably feels like Red doesn't have a lot of eco. When in reality, Red has more economy. Red has control of the center. And he has some of the best champions in the game incoming. He just can take his time, man. He can take his time and get prepared for the finals. And also, Red building the defensive castle, knowing that Blue could possibly hit him there. There's so many things that Red did right here. And he'll lose some monks, but he doesn't need them now. There's no response to this from Blue. Blue cannot kill these two-handed swordsmen without gold.
Good luck, Nurxt.
Nurxt? Can we get the good luck Nurxt in the chat? All right. Well, we're going to have Hidden Cup 2 in the finals. The finals are scheduled to go on in actually 1 hour from now. We'll see if we can contact the other semifinalist winner. What a series, though, man. What a fight from Blue. And that was probably the most impressive game that I've seen today. Because the presence of mind, as you said, to go monks to save your ass when you're later to the Imperial Age. He was, listen to this, Red was on 1 castle versus 2 castles, so he was immediately going to be behind in the Treb War. He was later to the Imperial Age, so that means he would be later to Bombard Cannons, and here we are, and Red has more Trebs and more Bombard Cannons. That's because of the brilliance to think, I need monks.
Well, also,
that's crazy.
The only resource that he had lots of was gold, because that's what he had access to,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
it kind of, I don't know, it fit in so many ways, but I think Blue definitely threw the match with that forward castle, the one that didn't go up.
He could have placed it more passively.
If he had put that in the middle, like, think about how well he did even after he lost that one. Imagine he put that safely in the middle. I think he has this game. If
I agree.
Did that.
Dude, just one mistake, one misplay, and you're out. I think that castle, that safe castle we're talking about, would have been where the barracks are currently for Red on the front, and that would have changed the entire game. I agree. Also, Blue over-microed a little bit, I'd say, with the Gibettos, with the Skirmishers, with the Archers. Red outplayed him with a strategy choice in the transition into Castle Age because the Knights packed a lot more of a punch for Red than all of Blue's choices did. Remember, he went for 2 ranges, a barracks, a monastery, a stable. He had to invest a lot more into trying to get to the middle, and he didn't even end up securing that. So let's look to the achievements now. More kills for Red. Look at the conversions. 30 conversions?
Yeah, it's insane.
It's not like those were slow units, right? Those were very fast Gibettos, and he was able to click them all individually. I know many people here They might not play the game frequently. You have to click your monk, click the unit, click back to your monks, and then you're going through your eco and everything else. It gives me carpal tunnel thinking about all the clicking that would require. That was sick. That was sick. And that there is what won him the game in Imp. You can see the resources collected. Big difference in the gold for Hidden Cup 2. Well played from him, man. And I cannot be more excited for the finals. I'll take you all over to the brackets now and show you what we have coming up next. Of course, it is the finals, but I want to show you the path that the players have taken. So, funny enough, we gave 4 and 2 that bye in round 1, and they've won pretty comfortably ever since they got into the tournament. And that was given to them at random, so it's not given to Viper and Liereyy because they got there based off their rankings or something. It was given to them at random, so we still don't know which player they are. 3-0 victory for Hidden Cup 4 in the quarterfinals. 3-0 victory in the semifinals. So he's going into the finals of Hidden Cup undefeated. And obviously you can see the results there for the other player. 3-2 yesterday. We were thinking it was possibly MBL yesterday. And then he won 3-1 today. But whoever they are, they're in a great position to win a ton of cash in front of a lot of people and get a lot of bragging rights, Dave. Robo says, asking other finalists to come, hoping to start in 15 to 25 minutes. Okay, so I think we should acknowledge that we've hit a viewer record for the stream. The
Heyo.
record, I didn't expect this today, guys. I didn't expect this today. I expected 3,000 today, after yesterday. Initially, before the tournament started, I told someone, if we hit 2,000, I'm happy. But yesterday, we hit high numbers, and I was really hoping that we would hit 3,000 today, and we're almost at 5,000 people. So, this is crazy. This is crazy. AoE2 is an amazing game. You guys are amazing people, and we have 2 amazing players that'll play in the final soon. Thank you all for being here. I'm a bit mind blown by all this, okay? So, I'm trying to soak it in, but this is a lot. Can we get some